The Grand Admiral of the Vexari Dominion stood motionless before the massive viewport of his flagship. Stars glittered against the void as his fleet, 10,000 warships strong, prepared to make the final jump toward their objective. Admiral, his second-in-command, Commander Trell, approached with careful steps. The final calculations are complete. We can begin the assault on the Krylos system at your command. Admiral Morden nodded without turning, and the artifact, secure in the vault, sir, our scientists remain unsettled by it. At this, Morden finally turned. His scaled skin reflected the starlight as he moved. Unsettled? By a relic from a dead species? They say it's active, sir. After all this time, the Admiral snorted. The humans had been gone for 40 millennia. Their homeworld, Earth, had been reduced to cosmic dust during the ancient Scourge War. What remained of their once promising civilization were scattered artifacts, technological curiosities, and fragmented historical records. Yet the Vexari had found something special in the abandoned human outpost at the edge of the Orion Spur, a sealed vault with a device unlike any they had encountered before. "Bring it to the bridge," ordered Morden. "I want to see this human trinket before we conquer Krylos." When the artifact arrived, even Morden had to admit it was impressive. A perfect black sphere about the size of his fist, suspended within a transparent cube marked with faded human script. It hovered in its containment field, seemingly absorbing all light that touched it. "It's been emitting quantum signals since we recovered it," explained Science Officer Vex. "Patterns that repeat, then change, then repeat again. Almost like what?" Morden demanded. "Like it's counting down, sir." The Admiral approached the artifact, studying it with narrowed eyes. "Counting down to what?" "The humans have been extinct for 40,000 years. Before Vex could answer, the sphere pulsed once, and the script on the cube began to glow. A holographic projection erupted from its surface, the image of a human dressed in what their records identified as a military uniform. "Greetings," the hologram spoke in perfect Vexari. "If you are receiving this message, then our calculations were correct." Morden's crew froze in shock. The translation was flawless, which should have been impossible. The Vexari language had evolved over tens of thousands of years. "I am Admiral Thomas Reed of the Earth Defense Force," the hologram continued. "By the time you view this, our homeworld will have been destroyed for approximately 40,000 years, and your species is likely preparing to invade the Krylos system." Morden felt his blood run cold. How could they have known? "You're wondering how we knew," the human said, as if reading his thoughts. "The answer is simple. We've seen this moment before. We've been watching the universe unfold for over 100,000 years." The Admiral's voice dropped to the bridge crew. "Impossible? Not impossible," the hologram stated. "Just beyond your understanding. When the Scourge came for Earth, we knew we couldn't save our planet, but we could save something more valuable, time itself." The black sphere pulsed again, and the star chart behind Morden shifted, displaying the Krylos system, but not as it was known. The planets were different, the star brighter. "What you're about to attack isn't what you think it is," the human continued. "The Krylos system is the containment field for what you call the Scourge. We didn't lose against them, we trapped them. And for 40,000 years, we've maintained that prison through a network of temporal anchors disguised as ordinary stellar bodies." Morden stepped back, his confidence shaken. "A trick, a human deception." "Test us then," challenged the hologram. "Scan the third planet of Krylos with your quantum resonance detectors. Look beneath the surface frequencies." Commander Trell was already at her station. "Sir," her voice trembled. "He's right. The readings, they're impossible. The energy signatures are folded somehow, layered, as if time itself has been compressed," the human finished for her. "Your attack would rupture the containment field. The Scourge would be free again, and this time there won't be humans to stop them." Admiral Morden found himself unable to look away from the hologram's eyes that somehow held the weight of a species that had sacrificed everything. "We knew this moment would come," the human said. "We knew your ambition would eventually lead you to Krylos. That's why we left this message throughout the galaxy. Not just for you, but for everyone who would make the same mistake." A sphere pulsed a third time, more intensely. The hologram began to fade. "You have one option, Admiral," the human's voice echoed as the image dissipated. "Run, withdraw your fleet. Forget Krylos exists. Because if you don't, you will be conquering a star system. You'll be unleashing the end of everything." The final words came as barely a whisper. "We died protecting the universe. Don't waste our sacrifice." As the hologram vanished completely, the black sphere rose from its containment field, hovered for a moment, then collapsed into itself, leaving nothing behind. Silence blanketed the bridge until Trell spoke. "Sir, the quantum scans confirm it. The Krylos system it's not natural. The temporal readings are beyond our understanding." Admiral Morden turned back to the viewport, staring at the distant star that had been his target. "Send the withdrawal order," he commanded, his voice quiet but firm. "All ships, immediate retreat." "But sir," the hot comment. "Will understand when they see our data," Morden interrupted. "We're not meant to be here. None of us are." As the great Vexari fleet began its retreat, Admiral Morden couldn't help but feel the weight of unseen eyes upon him, the watchful gaze of a species that had transcended extinction to become guardians of time itself. Humanity's final message had been received: run. And for the first time in his military career, the Grand Admiral of the Vexari Dominion did exactly that.